guys, it's Carly. I'm your Friday video for ACS Collab, and I don't really know what I wanted my first video to be about, so I'm just gonna, tell you a little bit about myself. From the first video we had the get to know us video. I'm Carly. I'm 19. Everyone else in our group, is around from like the north or whatever, but I'm the oddball. I'm from South Carolina. I have a brother, a sister-in-law, a niece, and a puppy. I have an obsession with sunglasses and a very large collection of all the same type. It's a little bit odd, but I enjoy them because it's one of the only shapes that looks good on my face, so I like to have a lot of them. And, well, today I'm wearing a very large, comfy sweater because it is the last day before spring break tomorrow. I know it's a little early, at least for me, to be having spring break because it's still technically winter, but, colleges are on their own schedule. It's a little odd, but it's okay. So I told you a little bit about myself, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about how I am very obsessed with Netflix. The first show I started watching on Netflix a long time ago was 90210 because I watched a couple episodes and I thought it was really good, so I watched the entire 8 or 9 seasons in a month and a half, and that's what pretty much started my obsession. It was ridiculous. And then after that I watched Lost, which is such a good show, but it is so confusing. I couldn't even, trying to explain that show to somebody is ridiculous. And then after a couple different shows, I got into Supernatural, which at the moment is literally my favorite show. I love it so much. If you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it. It is amazing. The two main characters, Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles, are probably the two most awesome people that could have ever been on that show. And they're perfect for their characters, so it's amazing. But Supernatural only had 8 seasons on Netflix, so then they're in the middle of the 9th season right now, and it comes on Tuesdays, so I'm good with that show. And then I started watching Once Upon a Time, and it's so good. It comes back on this Sunday, which I'm really excited about because there's 4 seasons on Netflix, so I watched all those and I was like, ooh, I gotta know what happens because it's really intense right now. So Sunday, I'm really excited for that to come on. After that, I started watching Merlin, which I thought was one of those shows like Once Upon a Time or Supernatural that's still on the air. No, it only has 5 seasons, and it was such a good show, and the way they ended it was so heartbreaking. And now I am in the middle of watching a show called Revolution, which is also really good. It's a little weird. It's 15 years or so into the future, and all the electricity has been shut off, and nobody knows why, and the whole the government fell apart, and militias rose and all this stuff, and it's pretty good so far. I'm only in the first season, but I'll keep you updated as it goes on. And as you learned in the first video that we all did, I'm the only one who is currently in a relationship, and his name is Michael, and we've been together for over a year. He's very nice. And for spring break, he's gonna take me to the beach for a couple days. So if any of y'all are, at the beach, Myrtle Beach, try and find me. Might be a little fun. But I'm really excited to go home for spring break. Not just to see him, but because I really miss my family, and most of all, I miss my niece. She's almost 2, and she is the cutest little girl in the entire world. And so last night I was in one of the seminar rooms, which is like a study room for the people that go here, and I was hanging out with 2 of my friends, and I ran into one of the tables in the room, and now I have a giant bruise on my thigh, and it hurts really bad. So don't run into tables because it's very painful and it's not fun. And this video is probably really awkward, but next week I promise it'll be better because I'll tell you guys all about my trip to the beach and my spring break trip. So the next video that's going to come up on our channel is going to be all of us talking about our spring breaks and what we think we're going to do, and we're going to be telling you how we think we're going to spend it. So So stay tuned for that, and next week there'll be a whole new set of videos. So stay tuned for next week's videos with Monday and Kayla. Peace out, Girl Scouts.